So in this video, we're going to talk about overcoming your fears when starting a business. Now, if you're here, you're probably thinking about starting a business, you have a business idea, you're getting started with your entrepreneurial journey. And honestly, this is one of the most exciting times of your life. Going on the business journey is so exciting, it's so inspiring, and I just love hearing about it. But most of us have fears or doubts about even getting started, just taking that first step. And we're going to talk about ways that we can overcome our fears, and also I'm going to give you some of my personal experiences, how I've managed to overcome some of my fears when starting my business. Now, for those of you that don't know, I actually run a wellbeing company. I'm a physical therapist helping people with pain, injury, discomfort, and I've grown my business over the years. And when I started the business, I was actually only treating people with injuries. I only started out seeing individuals, seeing clients, and this was fearful at the time. This was so fearful. You know, you're meeting new people, you're having to be confident in the pricing that you're charging. There are so many fears that I initially felt when starting a business. You know, is this going to work? Is it going to fail? Do people even want this service? And these are just some of the fears that I personally had to overcome. And I'm going to give you one key takeaway from this video today, but I won't go into it yet, because before we get into that, I think it's important to understand why we're fearful. So just take a moment and just think about why you're fearful. Pause the video if you need to. We will go through some examples, but just think about why you are fearful. What are your personal fears? And some of those may include putting your face out there. If you are doing something like YouTube, or you're putting your face behind your brand, you're not confident in putting your face out there. That may be one of your fears. You're worried about criticism, or negative feedback, or haters. Let's be honest, there's always haters, but you may be worried about that. It's new, you haven't done it before. The fear of the unknown. It's unknown, we don't know what we're doing. This is a completely new thing to us. So doing this is completely new, and it's fearful, it's scary. You may even be worried about not having encouragement or lack of support, not having a support system in place to help you overcome your fears. And there's one key thing that I want you to take away, and I want you to come back to your purpose. So what is your purpose for starting this business? What is your why? And when we're fearful, I feel it's so important to come back to our reason behind starting the business in the first place. Our purpose, our why, our reason. Why are we here? Why have we decided that we want to do this? And when we realize our why and our purpose, this helps us to see the bigger picture and help to reduce our fears. Now, it's not going to get rid of your fears completely. I still, to this day, still get fears. It's just about having ways to overcome them. So for example, one of them is putting your face out there. And even getting started with this YouTube channel, I was apprehensive about putting my face out there, putting my face on the camera, not having a fresh trim, having messy hair, having a spot here or there. These are all fears that I had when putting these videos out. And how do you overcome these fears, or how did I overcome these fears? With practice. Practice, practice, practice. So putting your face out there, taking small steps towards your fears, because we will always have fears, we will always have doubts. If you can take small steps towards your fears, take a small step, experience a moment of success, then take another small step, experience another moment of success, overcoming our fears, we will gradually build up towards what we want to achieve. And I want to give you an example of one of the negative experiences I had when setting up my business. So initially, I was treating clients working from a gym. I managed to find a room that I could use within a gym to treat clients. And got some flyers printed. I was so enthusiastic about these flyers. They were very poorly made, very poorly made. For those of you that want to make flyers and stuff, check out Canva. I'll put the link in the description box. There's a free version, you actually get a free trial, but check that out because Canva is incredible. But anyway, I had some flyers printed. I was so enthusiastic and I went to the gym to fly up and I was giving out these flyers, you know, put on my big smiley face. Hi, good afternoon, how are you? We're just starting sports therapy here. We're just starting physical therapy here. Please take a flyer. And as you can imagine, people ignore you. People just ignore you. Some take the flyer, some don't. And this is really, really hard to overcome. And in this moment, it's important to come back to your why. Why am I doing this? Someone out there is going to take benefit from this service. So I continued to do it. And then I had a gentleman take a flyer, look at the flyer, and say to me, your prices are ridiculous. Nobody is going to pay this. And I was shocked. I was actually shocked and I was actually broken. This really crumbled me and impacted me massively. And luckily the receptionist actually had saw what happened and she was very kind and she said to me, don't worry, that guy is an absolute idiot. Don't worry about him, he's an idiot. And that little bit of, you know, comfort in that moment was so vital. And it really helped me to continue flyering. Although I was continuing flyering with an awful posture, I was, you know, hunched over, I was destroyed. And thankfully, a lady come up to me, she saw the flyer, she looked at it and she said, oh, these prices are really reasonable. She said, oh, when I get home, I'm going to email you and I'm going to book in. And when she got home, she emailed me and booked in. And this was lovely. This was really, really inspiring and made me realize that I was doing the right thing. So, how did I overcome my fear? I remembered my why. I remembered my purpose. Why I was there in the first place, handing out flyers. Why was I doing that? Because I had a purpose. I had a reason. I wanted to help people with their injuries. I wanted to help people with their pain, and I still do. I still do this in part of my business, although, you know, it's expanded. So coming back to your why is so important when starting a business. Now, actually, some free advice for you. In the description box, there is a free mentorship program, and for me, I've had the benefit of having mentors. And I signed up to a mentorship program years ago, and that really helped me overcome my fears. And this mentorship program, like I said, it's free. Hopefully by the time you watch this video, it's still running. You can reach out to a mentor from lots of different companies in different areas that you want help with. I get no commission or any benefit from telling you about it. I just think it's amazing. And some mentors are amazing, some mentors, you know, aren't so amazing, but you can rate them after and you can just have a one-to-one experience with someone on the program. So yeah, check that out in the description box. So I hope you found this useful. Remember, when overcoming our fears, it's important that we come back to our why, come back to our purpose. What is the reason we're doing this? If you are passionate and you understand your reason for starting your business or wanting to start your business, and you understand your purpose, then it's much easier to overcome our fears. I hope you found it useful. Remember, support the TING, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and love.
Entrepreneur, Club Global.